I get it.
How you doing? I'm Charles Young, senior here at Hampton.
Okay. Now, Charles, given the recent events with athletes and guns like Gilbert Arenas, Plaxico Burress, players like that, how do you feel about athletes and guns? Do you feel like an athlete should carry a gun?
Honestly, we have some blurs in the situations, like you said, Plaxico Burress and Gilbert Arenas. But I think as a whole, in some instances, in some places, athletes, they become a target. Especially since they're young people, they have a lot of money. For instance, Javon Walker, he was a wide receiver in the NFL. He played for the Denver Broncos. One of his friends was killed in a nightclub, and that also played for the Denver Broncos. And then he went to Vegas, and he was in Vegas, and I think he was coming from a club or a party. And when he was walking out of the club, some guys robbed him. They targeted him because he was Javon Walker. They knew he had money, and they robbed him. He didn't have a gun. He couldn't defend himself. In the case of Sean Taylor, he died. He actually gave people jobs at his home, to clean and stuff, to try to help out some youth, inner city youth, and they robbed and killed him. So I think, just as with anything, everything should be in moderation. And if you follow the rules that your state sets, I think having a gun would be a great thing. I'm an advocate for guns. Really believe in the right to bear arms. I'm not saying that I think people should walk around with them or drive around with them, but to have one in your home, I definitely think that would help.
So, as an up-and-coming athlete, will you have a gun if you make it to the league? Do you think that it would be necessary to have a gun for yourself?
I would have a gun if I don't make it to the league. So that's a definite yes. Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Now, do you feel like, because people say that athletes are role models for children, how do you feel that children look up to athletes and how that affects what they see?
Truly and honestly, children do look up to athletes, and I guess you can say athletes will be role models, but I'm not saying that you parade around with your gun on your hip, or in your commercial you'll have your shoe and then a gun. No, I don't think you should do that. I think some things are private, some things are for people's private lives, just as their guns. So I think you can be a good role model and own a gun. My grandfather owns plenty of guns, but he was still a good role model to me. You just have to be conscious of, I guess, instilling in them and teaching them things about it, so they can know not to use it or what's this for, what have you. But yeah, I think as long as the athlete isn't parading around with a gun and walking around with a 12-gauge shotgun just anywhere willy-nilly, I think it's just all about how the athlete goes about it.
All right, thank you, Charles.